Ini yang terjadi usai Israel serang Turki di Suriah. Kepala Staf IDF, Letnan Jenderal Eyal Zamir, melakukan penilaian situasi operasional dan tur ke wilayah Suriah Selatan pada Rabu 19 Agustus 2026, satu hari usai serangan Israel ke pangkalan udara Abu al-Duhur di dekat Aleppo, Suriah. Eyal Zamir mengatakan, Israel beroperasi dengan realitas multi-skenario, tantangan terus berubah dan berkembang, arena Suriah salah satunya. IDF melihat apa yang terjadi dan mengikuti perubahan di front Suriah, sehingga IDF harus mempersiapkan diri sesuai dengan itu. Kepala Staf IDF menegaskan, IDF tidak akan membiarkan pasukan musuh membangun diri di dalam perbatasan Israel, dan IDF akan tahu bagaimana menggunakan kekuatan dengan tepat di mana dan kapan diperlukan. IDF harus mencegah perkembangan ancaman teroris dan pada saat yang sama mencegah terbentuknya ancaman militer yang signifikan di perbatasan Israel. Di Suriah, IDF telah menciptakan zona pertahanan depan yang merupakan penyangga di depan pemukiman tempat pasukan IDF beroperasi. Saudara, pada 18 Agustus 2026, Israel menyerang pangkalan udara Abu al-Duhur di Suriah karena Turki menempatkan armada udara di wilayah Suriah yang berjarak sekitar 70 km dari Turki. Saudara, tujuan IDF menyerang landasan Pacu adalah untuk mencegah penggunaannya meski untuk sementara. Namun serangan IDF mengirim pesan kuat kepada rezim Presiden Suriah, Ahmad al-Shara, bahwa tindakan mereka tidak dapat ditoleransi. Pada Sabtu 22 Agustus 2026, Israel mengerahkan kekuatan udaranya dari pangkalan udara di selatan ke Ramat David di Israel Utara guna melindungi wilayah tanah perjanjian Israel. Meski Suriah dan Turki mengkritik serangan Israel, penguatan militer di Israel Utara membuktikan Israel sangat serius mengantisipasi tindakan Turki, negara pendukung teroris Hamas. Ingat saudara, Yehezkiel 38 dan 39 menyebut Turki secara tidak langsung dalam perang Gog dan Magog. Turki juga mengerahkan militernya berupa 200 kendaraan militer, termasuk 20 tank ke Suriah. Saudara, berikut pernyataan resmi dari kantor Perdana Menteri Israel Benjamin Netanyahu yang disampaikan juru bicaranya.
Israel just stopped a security threat inside Syria from becoming something much bigger. Let's take a look at what happened. Since the Syrian civil war, Turkey has embedded itself inside of Syria. It now has a substantial military presence in roughly 5% of Syrian territory. Now, if we look to the south, where Israel's located, by contrast, Israel now holds approximately 0.1% along a border that has threats from Hezbollah and ISIS and other terror organizations, which means that Turkey, that has no threats, is holding 50 times more Syrian territory than Israel. More than a year ago, Israel and Syria reached an understanding to maintain the security status quo and to keep this border calm. Syria breached that understanding. Israeli intelligence identified that Turkish troops were about to deploy at the Abu al-Duhur air base, which is located in northern Syria, which is less than, as you can see, 200 miles from Israeli towns and Israeli communities. Prime Minister Netanyahu made Israel's position very clear. We will not allow Turkey to entrench itself in Syria and to be moving steadily south towards Israel's border. Israel warned Syria repeatedly, don't do it. We know that Syria received those warnings and that it chose to ignore them. So Israel delivered the message in another way. Now some might ask, why should Israel be concerned about Turkish forces in Syria? Well, because Turkish President Erdogan has openly called for Israel's destruction. He even said about our closest partner, the United States, that, well, a just world is possible, but not with America. Is this the kind of guy you would want on your border? And October 7th made it clear to everyone. When your enemy tells you that he wants to destroy you, you should probably believe him. Prime Minister Netanyahu has also made something else very clear. Israel welcomes a return to the previous status quo. We are not looking for escalation, but neither Turkey nor any other country is going to threaten the state of Israel.
damai hanya bisa tanpa teroris. Am Yisrael Hai, bangsa Israel hidup. Salam damai dari Fakta Israel.